Good morning, especially to Professor Margie Bukhan, our course professor in the course Edu 203, Research in English Language Teaching with Intellectual Property Rights. I am Samantha Joyce Acebido, your research presenter, and today I will present to you my research entitled The Effect of Internet-Based Applications in the Improvement of Conversational Skills in English of Grade 10 students. So for the chapter 1, which is the introduction, the use of technology in education has long been regarded as one of the many effective ways to learn the English language and develop the skills in the language. And it is acknowledged worldwide because of its pedagogical contributions. It does not only promote active engagement, but also it builds interest to learn the language. So in line with this, through internet-based applications, it helps improve the quality of English language learning in this digital era, especially in the conversational skills in English of grade 10 students. So for the chapter 1, which is the introduction, so in totality or in general, this research deals with the relationship between the conversational skills in English and the internet-based applications among grade 10 students of Santa Irene National High School. So next, for the chapter 1.2, which is the conceptual framework. So this is my research paradigm. So we have here the independent variable, we have the internet-based applications, the amount of exposure, the communication, the motivation, and the practice. And our dependent variable will be the improvement of conversational skills in English of students. So for the statement of the problem, the primary goal or the objective of this study is to determine the effect of internet-based applications in the improvement of conversational skills in grade 10 students of Santa Irene National High School. So specifically, it sought to answer the following questions. First, we have number 1, is there a significant influence of internet-based applications in the English language in the conversation among grade 10 students? And then second, what is the language achievement of grade 10 students in terms of their conversational skill through the English language? Third, what are the internet-based applications used by the teacher in their English class? Fourth, do internet-based applications help in the improvement of their conversational skills? So among those, these are our statements, these are our problems that should be addressed in the conclusion of the research study. So for the chapter 2, we have now the review of related literature. So this chapter presents the relevant literatures and researches which comprise supplemental basis for the discussion and interpretation of the findings of this study. So for the conceptual literature, first, we have technology in learning situations. So for these technology in learning situations, the greatest breakthrough of this century is the existence of technology that is largely in every field, say for example in the workplace, the business, in leisure and education. So the existence of technology in education is specifically in the learning process are making students digital literate. So next one, we have the teaching English in junior high school. So one of the greatest target of teaching English in junior high school is to get them ready and be capable of having the ability to compete in the worldwide stage and to communicate daily with every culture. So as language, as a vehicle of communication, students must engage to speak English. So during the teaching and learning process, the communicative competence must be worked out with varied activities and instructions to practice the language orally. So third one, we have the nature of conversing or the nature of conversation. So for the nature of conversation, according to Brown in 2001, he cites that when someone can speak a language, it means that he can carry a communication or a conversation reasonably that is competent. In addition, he states that the benchmark of successful acquisition of language is almost ways that is demonstration of an ability to accomplish pragmatic goal through an interactive discourse with other language speaker. So that is for our conceptual literature. Next, we have now the research literature. So first, we have now the varied researches. We have here first the internet application and its influence to speaking and conversing. So according to Shank in 2005, he explains that the benefits of internet-based applications in the accelerated learning is that it includes retention and application of knowledge, the alternative perception, the active perception, and higher order thinking skills. So next one, we have the advantage of using internet-based applications as teaching aids. And accordingly, it demonstrated in this study that technical media have undoubtedly primed a tool for teaching speaking in many years. And through this, it was given importance because of its impact on the improvement of quality of instruction. So consequently, according to Britton et al., he said that the impact of technology on language teaching has also brought internet applications on the run. So that is all for our related literature. So for the chapter 3, which is our research method, so this chapter contains the various steps that the researcher undertaken by gathering information and data relevant to the study. So this covers the research design, the participants of the study, the setting of the study, the data gathering procedure, and the research instrument procedures. So for the research design, the researcher used qualitative method, specifically the purposive sampling. So for the participants of the study, so out of 44 grade 12 students of the said school, which is the Santa Ana National High School, all 44 of them will participate in the said study. So from the population of students in Santa Ana National High School, the grade 10 students will be the respondents. So the choice is the accessibility, and since they're also students from the same school. So next, we have the setting of the study. So the study will be conducted at Santa Ana National High School during the second semester of the academic year 2021 to 2022. So Santa Ana National High School proves and continues to provide quality education and immerse itself to quality learning. So it immerses itself in the lasting relationship of its community, thriving to develop holistic learning experiences towards the student. So it is located in Santa Irene Prosperidad, Agusan del Sur, just 2 kilometers away from the National Road. So a photo of the map is shown on the screen. So this is Santa Irene National High School. So this is the primary road. So for the chapter 3, which is our research method, now we have the research instrument and the data gathering procedures. So the research instrument used were structured questionnaires and individual interview. So the researcher conducted it through the 3 stages or the 3 phases. So we have the phase 1 to phase 3, phase 1 which is the design phase, phase 2 which is the development phase, and the phase 3 which is the validation phase. So first, let us discuss what is the design phase. So first, the design phase, wherein this phase involves the effect of the relationship of internet-based applications to conversational skills of the student. So to successfully met its relationship, we will identify the factors, the benefit, and the whatnot. So for the developmental phase, we have here the second step that includes the conduct of the study. Structured questionnaires were used, and the participants were informed earlier about this study and the purpose of the study, and that they voluntarily participate. And all data gathered will be highly confidential. So after the agreement, individual interview will be done. And the individual interview was recorded, were scheduled at their most convenient time, and 5 questions were asked to assess or test their conversational skills in English. So moreover, participants were observed during the classroom session in the period of 3 weeks. So for the 3 weeks, there are 40 to 55 minutes per day allotted in those sessions. So those participants were having 3 reports simultaneously, and all were done through internet-based applications. So after that, additionally, after all procedures and classroom observations, the interview and the data were transcribed and read and separated through meaningful and substantial parts, and were created to condense to convey and assert themes. So that's all for my presentation for the research titled The Effect of Internet-Based Applications and the Improvement of Conversational Skills in English of grade 10 students. So thank you for listening. I am Samantha Joyce Alicante-Acebido, and wishing you a great day and stay safe always. Thank you.